Hello there, internet friends. This is Too Old for Gaming, and today I bring you another exciting 10v10 on Lenina. I am playing as the only Estonian division, and we are going to be attempting to take the enemy's flags in this sector. I think these guys might be one of the weakest divisions in the game, if not the weakest. Feel free to comment if you feel differently. I have an SU-2 I've brought in. I always have difficulty trying to get these guys on target at the beginning. They seem to fly around when you target somebody. It looks like he's got a 20 mil that he's dropped off, so I get pushed back, but you can see we've got about a company of men moving in here. So my strategy, I want to hold off any rushes through this sector with an Su-85. I hate these things, but it's literally the best thing I've got in the deck right now. In Phase A, I've got a couple Maxims I'm moving in. We've got a 37 mil. I noticed that too late. I think I brought in my own. It's in here in Phase A. And I've got all these Mustard men and Smersh to keep them in line. So 2 Maxims, Mustard men, 2 Smersh. And then I've got these 40-point Su-76 MPTs for anti-tank duty. They're 40 points. Better than nothing, and then I can kind of maneuver them where I need them in the woods here. I've got another player here, Sleazy Hun, and I'm not sure which deck he has, but he has some Tankos and a T-3485 and some Superi, so definitely much better equipped division. Looks like he's catching a ton of flaming warfighters out in the open. If you ever in this situation, throw down smoke, because you got to be in super close to do anything, and I think all these guys are gonna die. So I brought together pretty big teams. These guys have 15 men apiece, so, and they got 4 submachine guns, but I really don't consider them anything close combat. So I've got 60 men there, plus the Smersh, which is 9 men, so 69 men in this group. And then the Maxim over here trying to cover the area. These Su-76s are very slow. I mean, the 25 km off the road, so it takes them a minute to get up here. We've got another Maxim over here in case he was going to try to come through this area. And I've got that 37 mil AA gun. This is a great place to bomb if you do have bombers. And it looks like we're encountering some Schutzen now. Sturm Pioneers as well, but I'm back far enough. I don't think he can use his flamethrower. And we got half-tracks in here, 12.7s, firing away as well, so getting a decent amount of fire in them with this Maxim too. And my guy's suppression rate won't be as fast because we've got Smersh here. So I noticed that the line was way back here. Pay attention to the line when you're playing, guys. So I figured I could push them up into these heavy woods in advance. I've got this machine gun over here kind of covering this area in case you try to run off. And now I'm getting artillery shelled by these 81s. So I'm pulling them back. I mean, there's no flag to get here, and we've got guys right over here. So, moving the Mustard men forward. Got a guard on our left flank. And bringing up another squad. These are 20 points, so for a disheartened squad, that's, 5 points more than a lot of the other ones, but they're beefy. 81's getting rocket battery fired. Takes a few casualties, but still up. Katusha. So, Schutzen being spotted by this left-hand squad here and the center one, falling back. Looks like we pretty much cleared them out. Once their suppression goes down, I'll start pushing these guys over. And we've got Tankos moving forward too. I think that one guy's still alive in there. So we've captured this flag. We're still in Phase A. We're about 5 minutes into the game. Trying to build up my guys over here. We've got another Maxim I'm moving in. and a 82 mil mortar. So we've got 2 now. And let's check out the rest of the map while we're waiting for our forces to build up. We got a King Tiger here, but fortunately for us, we got an IS-2. I have the Su-2 back in battle, and I'm going to try and take him out with my AT rockets. But we're getting hit by 37 mil fire, so he gets pushed off target pretty fast. We're in 1814 right now. Got the bridge, and we managed to push up into the town. This is not always easy to do. So the fact that we got this early is pretty good. Now we're at a 2012. Really not going well for the enemy at the moment. We've captured this town. So because our right flank here is holding, we've been able to push into the town up here. And I'm moving the Mustard men into a new position to cover the road, because we've got support here in the center from the Superiors and guards. Get a surrender up here. Tanko's in the center. And I'm moving these guys up too, because I figure, well, if he doesn't have much in here, we can take this flag too. So we're at a 1913. I've got one of these Su-76s here, one here, which I'll move up eventually. I'm moving this Maxim over to give some support. We got a Shooting squad that was hiding in here, but he gets killed very quickly. And I've got 3 82s now that I'm trying to move into position. Trying to keep them in light cover in case they get counter batteried. And again, moving up my Su-76s to support the team here. Mustard men end up walking out in the open, start taking immediate fire from a large Shooting squad. They don't have a machine gun, so I would definitely recommend backing them up with Maxims. And they can still be seen over here, unfortunately. I don't think they've taken any casualties yet, though. So the Maxim about to lay down some heat on that Shooting squad. I've got a second one here to increase the suppression. We've got a sniper as well. It looks like we can spot a lot of things going on up here. Looks like they attempted to retake the river, or take the river here, but that didn't work out. We're held back on our left flank, but again, on the right flank, we're making really good progress. Schmersh has that DP-28, so keeping the Shooting suppressed. Moving up this Su-76 so that we can get some additional fire in the area. And we've got a T-34-85 firing at this Recon Panzer IV. My Su-76, I'm trying to cover this road right here. I mean, these things are super fragile. I don't want to really poke them out too much because it's only got 35 mils of armor, which is barely more than an armored car. So I'm keeping my Su-2 back to keep them flying to see everything that's going on back here. Now we got a Panzergren squad. It was a Shooting squad before. Catching these guys out in the open, and I saw a lot of things coming, so I decided it would be best not to sacrifice these guys for nothing and to pull them back. And then now I've got 4 82 mils. So I'm going to battery fire these at the enemy position up here. And it's good that I pulled back because I have no AT yet in position. We've got Martyrs and 251s advancing. They don't know that I'm here, though. And they're advancing right into the mortar fire that I had going. Bringing in more Mustard men. And my position is being shelled by 81s. One of my Maxims is destroyed. The other is got his head down as the battery fire rains in. And I've redirected my 82 mil mortars. I've got, my guys are kind of split up now from the fire and retreating. Managed to take out one of these half-tracks. There's people who don't really like taking half-tracks because of the speed, but for 5 points to get a machine gun with some armor, I would take it. So look at all these mortars going off, stopping his advance across here and destroying one of these martyrs. Su-76 just out of range, but I'm not sure which one of these he's going to get first. So that T-34-85 was destroyed, probably too exposed. I had to pull back my Su-76. Looks like he got mortared. So both of my Maxims were destroyed. I do have a Maxim over here if you guys didn't notice that. And continuing to rain down battery fire. I'm moving this Su-76 up because it just had nothing to destroy that. So I will retreat him really quickly. I don't want to get Panzerfausted. And as you could tell by the line, he was trying to advance back to recap this flag, so I was just laying tons and tons of mortar fire along with the guy next to me. Su-76 spotting someone here. Takes out a half-track. And we're going to be dealing with a Panzer IV here pretty soon, but doesn't spot him yet. Shoots in almost to the flag, and we've got another armored vehicle over here. I noticed that, so I just go ahead and start dropping fire on it because I figured it was another martyr. I did bring in snipers for reconnaissance. See anything that's going on here. My Su-76 is taking fire from the Stug M42. Gets one penetration on him, but I'm able to retreat him quickly enough. Definitely use these guys for ambushes and move them around, not keep them in one place. I'm sure I destroyed that martyr up here with my battery fire since they're open top. We got autos here backing up the sector. My mustard men, again, were pushed back. And my Maxim is getting chewed up by these recon panzers. Moving in another Su-76 and 3 T-34 76s. These have 75 mils of front armor and not a ton of penetration. 55 points though, so it can provide some fire support, and I can take out any of the tracked AT guns, assault guns, unless it's a Stug. So, noticing his guys over here firing this way, try to get smoke down to save this guy. And he looks like he's holding off until he gets some infantry, which is smart. Now we got a Stug 3 though, which is going to be tricky. My Su-85's back pretty far. If I bring him up, I could get ambushed from right here. So I'm going to call in the Su-2, which I've been just having loitering so far. But see, look at, like, he was in line and he's just turning off. You don't always turn that fast. So that Martyr 2 is still up, by the way, that I was trying to shell. Let's see if this Su-2 can take down the Stug 3. Knocks out the crew, but is still up, and he's got anti-aircraft in here. Flag, it's a 20 mil, so not dead. But look at all, did you see all the infantry in here? So I did. So I saw a bunch coming this way, so I started shelling, and you see these trucks coming in. My T-34s, I moved out in the open, so like, you ever get some guy that damaged or that suppressed and you've got weaker tanks, I just move them into position and fire at them. You're either going to scare them and they're going to retreat, or you'll destroy them. And we've got some off-map coming in now. I'm not sure which off-map he's bringing in. Oh, here, these guys right here. Line. 52 mils, so, and a 203. My artillery is falling right kind of where those trucks were. My infantry are, again, back to the wood line here, and I've got these Su-76s to try to help keep any of the Stugs back. I mean, when you're in this close, they should be able to pen. I did turn off APCR. So still got two of these guys here, one in reserve and one here in an ambush position. But the M4s are able to take them out. We're maintaining this flag, so if you look at the rest of the map, it's just us getting their ticks at this point, because this was blue flag. And the off-map is coming in down, being a little too aggressive if it is T-34, because that's right into that off-map area. And he's mortaring the area he's moving into with his tank as well. I understand he's probably trying to get surrenders, but why not use the M2s instead of blowing up your stuff that's expensive, because these are 15 points. So I've got my Maxim here and these squads. Anytime if he's going to try to bring trucks here, I've seen trucks go down here. They're just going to get ejected out in the open and die. Got my snipers here, making sure he's not trying to advance across. Somehow that Martyr 2 is still alive. Finally dies. And I've got the Mustard men and a Maxim holding the line here. I'm moving in one of these 52P 353s. They can't do anything against tanks, but they're very fast in terms of rate of 12 rounds a minute, so they do well against infantry. I have a T-70 moving up. Just gonna kind of try to check things out here. My partner to the left is laying down more of his off-map, and I'm gonna smoke this position. I don't think after that, I figured his stuff's up here because most of it got destroyed or suppressed, so I figure, hey, might as well try making a push into this flag. I'm gonna smoke this area, so if he's got tanks in here, he can't see me, and start pushing across. It's risky, but and my Maxim over here went down probably to this M42 as he was firing at this Panzergren. Anyways, it's a risky play, but I figured it's worth a shot. I haven't been super aggressive. My mortars must be doing a good job. I did have to reload them. I have one further away because he's counter-battering these 82s. So I noticed that and started moving them. Now we've got Panzergrens out in the open who are being spotted by my tanks who've advanced. Off-map is going down in that sector. These guys are triple vetted. Looks like we've got more shelling on my 82s back here. I think I forgot about this guy. So I've got this field gun overwatching the area and a Maxim, both in range, and a sniper. They're all, if he pokes out here, all three of these guys are in range. For any tanks that might push through, we've got tanks here. I've got these Su-76s in reserve. I still got one up here who can spot the road. Granted, not great. And I'm bringing in this F-22 because this is a great position. I do end up getting ambushed from this where I was worried by some Panzer IVs. I take one out and he does one in return. We get a penetration, but he is able to destroy a second T-34. But the last one does destroy him. I brought in another reconnaissance team out here in these light woods. I'm moving up my Su-85 in case I encounter something bigger, and I've smoked that area. Unfortunately, my smoke went away pretty fast. He caught wind of my assault and started launching rocket battery fire at me. When I saw the half-track, I started moving forward this Su-76. And I re-smoked that area so all these guys didn't die, and I'm moving that T-70 over. This guy's in probably too close, but I wanted to get him in range of this area. So I was moving a Pioneer up over here as well. Let's get in the woods. And my T-70 is spotting a triple-vetted Panzergren up here. And it looks like we got autos who found some Sturm shoots, and now we're taking artillery fire at a T-70. I've moved my Maxim up pretty aggressively into this light wood. T-70 is going to start firing at these guys as soon as he sees them. And I'm mortar firing this area. Man, I really hope the smoke stays around. And it looks like we got another triple vetted tank moving in, and it's a King Tiger. Oh, man. Definitely not what I wanted to see. Fires on the move at my Su-85, but misses. I side shot him with a T-34 or that's T-70, and it bounces. So I've got him on both sides, but the armor's still too thick. I bring an Su-2, it bounces off of that too. We got a little bit of damage, but now we're dealing with the Jagdpanzer IV. King Tiger getting scared, but just bouncing, and even my field guns firing at it, just not able to penetrate that armor. Jagdpanzer, we get a miss on him, but he gets a pen on us, so this guy's doomed. And so I'm going to smoke the area. And I've got more mustard men coming in. By the way, I didn't realize it. If you're ever building a deck, make sure to look to see if they have vehicles. I ran out of vehicles or something, and these guys came in on foot. So I had brought in tankos, but I couldn't get them up there quickly because they had no vehicles. We get some rockets off on the Jagdpanzer, but failing us again. I mean, the whole game, rockets just not doing what we need them to do against the enemy armor. Got my Smersh up here in front, trying to keep these guys in line. Some T-70s watching their flanks. Trying to keep the smoke down here, but I'm going to run out of smoke here soon. Moving my T-34s up to push up back his Panzergrens. And now on the left, the Sturmschützen are spotting our mustard men out in the open. Well, we've got an IS-1 now, who's definitely going to be of service to us. So it looks like we're dealing with the Stug M42. We can take that out with a T-70. Wounds the loader. He's only got 50 mils of frontal armor. And this thing can definitely penetrate more than that. I think it's 70. Killed the shooter. T-70 moving up to protect these mustard men. And we've got a ton of guys coming through here. My recon team does not have a bazooka. Man, it would be nice to have a bazooka. And the rocket fire is just perfect and gets all my guys pinned down to fall back. So when these guys are pinned, they can't hold them back, so they will just fall back for days. King Tiger causing havoc again. IS-1 firing at point-blank range, bouncing. Along with my T-34s, he's not getting scared anymore. I don't know if you noticed that. Before, he was getting scared and pushed back, but he seems to have come back with renewed confidence, so I'm trying to shell him with 82s. As he took out the IS-1, which was the only thing that could have helped us out here. We knocked out the driver, and my 82 is just not doing it either, so I'm going to try to smoke him to save these guys' lives. I think this T-34 is going to die, though. My recon was spotted, dies. T-34 dies. We got some bow fighters coming in now to try to give us a little bit of support here, and they do take out the King Tiger and maybe even damage the Jagdpanzer. Got a Pioneer Führer fighting our mustard man. And to our left here, those Sturmschützen are not making any advance because we got these tankos here, so they're getting crushed. I managed to keep a few guys in the woods here. And I've got some regular infantry, Laskurdi. Not sure if that's how you pronounce it, but take a look at all the stuff we're going to be dealing with here shortly. Really doesn't want to lose this flag, and I doubt my peasants are going to do much to keep us on it. So we've got rockets coming in from the P2, takes out that Stug M42. And the bow fighters coming back to take out the Jagdpanzer. Big help there. And I'm getting off map now, unfortunately, so my attempt at assaulting failed for a second time. But I'm going to try it again. I've got some Pioneers moving forward. And I got some Churchills because they can pen 115. So hopefully that'll help us take down some of the heavier vehicles that we see from the enemy. Still sticking with a couple of these mortars here. And I've had to bring in 2 resupply trucks because they've just been firing all game. I like, you know, guys, if you're building a deck, I like bringing in 81s or 82s in Phase A because you get that smoke. I mean, as you've seen, like, these guys would have never made it across if I didn't smoke this position. And obviously it didn't go the way we wanted to, but if I had a better deck with better equipment, maybe I had some Panzer Shreks or I had some bazookas, we might have had a different story here. SU-2, trying to get him on target. You got a triple vetted Stug 3 here who's making quick work of my Churchills. Churchills, for some reason, less expensive than the T-34s. I'm guessing it's because these guys have 2 DTs. So, still maintaining the line that I had set up at the beginning of the game, which gives us control of this flag. Would be nice to end it by getting this flag, but no real reason to sacrifice a ton of men trying to grab it when you're at an 18-14 and you've got the enemy down to, you know, 20% bar. But remember, there was just a ton of equipment back here. It looks like he spent a lot on artillery. And again, these guys just never, they loiter forever to line up. It takes them forever to get an attack in. Let's see what he does here. Misses again. Not the greatest platform for taking out tanks, but it's better than nothing. So my sniper was destroyed by artillery fire, and my field gun is spotting these Panzergrens. And we have an IS-2 now, which I wish we had earlier, because if we did, we had them, I don't know, like right here, it would have destroyed everything. And we probably would have this area. But it's just the way it goes, the points in this game. And moving forward, my heaviest tank killer in the deck, the Su-85, which I hate. Talked about that before. I think this thing sucks, but that's all I've got. And I'm taking Stug 3 fire, and his guy is just in range. He's gonna get a side shot on him too. Looks like he's damaged, but not dead. My Su-85 is now firing as well. And the IS-2 is moving, so it is not hitting. And he's really pissed off at all my 82 mils and is spending a lot of rockets trying to kill them. So, again, these things are 60 points. How long does it take to reload? So, not bad. You only get 4 in Phase A, but they can do a great job at breaking up attacks. They can smoke positions. Su-2 is destroyed by anti-aircraft fire. We got tons of rockets over here. And this is going to hurt. So I hadn't got the chance yet to move my men into a new position, and so I was bunched up. And that was my, I would say, the biggest mistake of the game I made was I had not gotten these guys spread out yet, and that rocket fire just really tore them up. I got my F-22 in position here, covering his reinforcement road. Panther G goes down to tons of rocket fire from bow fighters, but they're probably going to die due to all of this anti-aircraft fire, so both of them unfortunately die. Almost hits my Su-76. Nothing more frustrating than getting bombed by your own team when their plane crashes. I've absolutely had that happen before on expensive equipment. So, I'd like to get back into this area if we can, and I'd like to get him. We gotta move these guys because they're getting shelled. He's got somebody in here spotting us that we can't see. Another bowfire going down. 4 minutes of play left. Almost got this town here, and these F-22s have HE shells too. So taking out the Sturm Pioneer in the road. Pretty sure this guy's about giving up at this point. Looks like their team is starting to quit. Driving forward with the T-70. Excuse me. And it looks like he's going to make an attempt to come back and get this flag. Even if he does, though, we still got 2 instead of 1. Firing at that Stug 3. IS-2 gets transmission damage. We are able to destroy it with the Su-85, but we're dealing with another vehicle here. It looks like a half-track. For some reason, he's moving his 81s up. And we've got P-2s just raining in here. Looks like they dropped their bombs on the town. The mortar half-track is destroyed. Got battery fire from a 300 mil over here. So I noticed he had a pretty built-up area of infantry trying to come back and get this flag. And we're at 3 minutes to go here. IS-2 out in the open, trying to dominate this reinforcement road. Misses the shot on the car here. The Panzergren Führer gets out. F-22 just out of position to hit some other guys here. So T-34 drives up, gets some surrenders after battery fire, but being very aggressive. Shoots in teams, do have magnetic mines. He's probably gonna die. There he goes. I got my Tankos up here now, though. And I did bring in a 120 mil mortar. I figured there's probably not enough time to make another assault here. Might as well just defend this flag at this point. We're at a 19-13 now, 2 minutes to go. Maybe I can get some easy kills with some 120s. And these guys are doomed, so let's go check out the rest of the map and see what's happening over here. Maintained control of this position, looks like pretty much all game. Good job, Americans. Held the bridge. Looks like he tried to make an assault across to get this hill. Definitely hard to do, and this 50 cal had a shooting gallery down here, it appears. And to our left, we've managed to take the bridge. This is tricky to do, especially with that ridge line. So if you're defending, definitely want to get some MG42s set up over here. And it looks like we're getting some M2 50 cal set up, so any infantry trying to come back are going to die. 43 seconds to go. Looks like we lost an objective, but we're at a 19-13, sitting comfortably. And like I said, at this point, I'm just trying to pick up some cheap kills as it's all over. But I'm sure you guys don't see a lot of Estonian division play in the game. So I hope you guys enjoyed it and the strategy I had in this one. You're really a bit handicapped, but if you can use them right, like I said, we pushed and took this flag and basically did it with some of the worst equipment in the game.
Enemy at 3 o'clock high.
So let's see how we fared. Take a look at the team stats here. So I lost just a few more men than I killed. In terms of kills, Su-76 got a couple half-tracks, Martyr half-tracks, 82 got a 380 off-map. One of these Mustard Men squads got a couple squads of Grenadiers. T-70 actually took out a Panzer IV, Su-85. That one Andrusha where I said I noticed him bunched up, looks like that took out quite a few guys. And then my Tankos, who walked in, took out 2 shooting squads. With regard to losses, a lot of one-offs to armor, 81, 105. The King Tiger ended up taking only out 2 units. Thought he'd do more. The Jagdpanzer did more. Su-85, T-34, and I think this was a leader. The rocket battery on the one area where I was bunched up and made that mistake took out a ton of guys. Like I said, that was my biggest mistake of the game. The Stug M42 took out 2 T-70s, so good job, Scrub. Like, it worked out well. And then the Stug 3 triple vet, 2 Churchills and 2 T-34s, so almost an ace there. And then the 300s, counter battering my 82s, took out some empty supply trucks on one of the 82s, and flag varying 20 took out the SU-2 at the beginning. So, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.